I like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Peace and safety to the hopefully elect, all the Akim scattered across the four corners, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. This another edition of Drop the Mic. And what I'm going to go into in this edition of Drop the Mic is the wheat and the tares. All right, it's going to be a quick hit. And basically it's just to show the hypocrisy, man, all right, of those amongst the circumcision that's teaching false doctrines, man. That's basically using private interpretations of the scriptures and leading the people astray. All right, using the people as merchandise, basically, man, to be a part of the organization and to gain more followers. But through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, the hopefully elect, the 144,000 and their houses are not going to be able to be tricked and bamboozled with these false doctrines from these so-called shepherds of Israel. And like I say, this wheat and this tares, going back to the hypocrisy that these guys teach, basically adding and taking away from the scriptures. Basically, let me get that. Adding and taking away from the scriptures. This is Revelation 22:18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the word of the prophecy of this book. And basically that's what going into the wheat and the tares are, is prophecy. All right. And it's basically a parable that the Lord spoke, referring to the elect and those of Israel who's deemed to be destroyed. So it says, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that's written in this book. And this is the penalty that you're going to receive, basically for lying on the Lord's word, man. All right, to put it plain. All right. Verse 19, if any man shall take away from the words of the prophecy of this book. And basically, like I said, this is what these shepherds are doing. All right, mainly focusing on these One West splinter camps. They're taking away from the scriptures by adding Esau. All right, by taking away the Lord in certain instances. All right, the angels. And we went into all these different breakdowns. Okay, so basically taking away the Lord and adding Esau. All right, and to give you a couple examples, the smith. All right, going back to Isaiah chapter 54. All right, the private interpretation of that is that's referring to the so-called white man. All right, Revelations chapter 9. All right, referring to the first woe. All right, they take away the Lord and the angels and replace it with the so-called white man. All right, so it says, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life, meaning his seat amongst the elect, his spot amongst the elect, the 144,000, and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in the book. So without further ado, I'm going to go back to the Matthew chapter 13 and verse 38. And it says, the field is the world. Now this word world right here is the same word world in John 3:16. Okay, the same word world in John 3:16, cosmos. All right, the good seed are the children of the kingdom. All right, the good seed is the children of the kingdom, referring to the elect. All right, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. Okay, so let's get a precept. All right, and we're going to deal with this word world. First, let's get that John 3:16. All right, John 3:16. And it says, for the power so loved the world. All right, the world of what? Israel, referring to cosmos. As you can see here, it says cosmos. All right, so it says, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. All right. And those who will be believing in the Lord will be the good seed. All right. The children of the kingdom. All right. Not the tares, man. Okay. And we're going to prove that. Now, let's get another precept. I'm going to stay in the book of John. John 17 and 9. And it says, I pray for them. That them is referring to the good seed. All right. That wheat, the children of the kingdom. All right. I pray not for the world. All right. And you look up this word world, it's the same word as cosmos. All right. The same word used in John 3:16. The same word used in Matthew chapter 38. All right. Referring to Israel. That's the world. Okay. And like I said, the private interpretation that's being taught amongst Israel within the circumcision, all right, mainly from these One West splinter camps, is that the tares in Matthew 13 is referring to Edomites, all right? And that's an example of adding and taking away from the scriptures. So it says, I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. All right, referring to who? The children of the kingdom. All right, the wheat. All right, the good seed. All right, so now going back to the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 38. And we're going to read it with understanding and without any private interpretations. And it says the field is the world. And as you can see, it's the same word cosmos, man. All right. So the field is referring to the whole nation of Israel. All right. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, which is referring to the elect, those who the Lord pray for. All right. Who believe in the only begotten son. All right. So it says the children of the kingdom. All right. That's the good seed, the elect. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. All right. Referring to what? The majority of Israel, man. All right. So now let's get a precept. Let's get a precept. John chapter 8 and verse 44. And it says, ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do, referring to Israelites. All right. This is the Lord telling the wicked Israelites. All right. The children of the wicked one. All right. Because the devil is their father. All right. Not the heavenly father. All right. They follow the so-called white man. And that's why you hear all this hypocrisy. All right. This add and taken away from the scriptures, man. All right. Taking away the Lord and replacing him with the devil. All right. The deceiver. All right. The Edomites, the so-called white man. So it says he was a murderer from the beginning. He was a murderer. Let me start back from the top. It says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. All right. So basically the lies and the hypocrisy. Okay. The lies and the hypocrisy, the deceit. All right. That these guys display. All right. And their doctrine. That's the lust of their father that they're doing, man. So reading on, he was a murderer from the beginning. And, you know, going back to the commandments, all right, of Yahushua, Matthew chapter 5, he tells you he so hate his brother in his heart is a murderer, man. All right. And basically amongst all these Splinter One West alphabet camps, all right, these guys are taught to hate their own brother if he doesn't agree with their doctrine. All right. This is what's being taught amongst these One West splinter camps from these so-called shepherds, these elders of Israel, man. All right. And I got plenty of examples of the hate that these guys display, man. All right. Without a cause at that, man. All right. So we're commanded not to hate our brother without a cause. And if you do that, you're a murderer. All right. So this is what make you the children of the wicked one, man. All right. And that's the lust of your father, the devil, the so-called white man. He was a murderer from the beginning and abide not in the truth. Abide not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right. And the majority of Israel are the seed of the wicked one. All right. Ye of your father, the devil. All right. The wicked one, which is Esau, man. All right. And basically, that's the point, proving that the wheat and the tares are referring to Israelites. That word world in that verse is referring to cosmos, the same word world used in John 3:16, referring to the whole nation of Israel. Okay. The same word world used in John chapter 17 verse 9, referring to the whole nation of Israel. All right, and I hope you was edified. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.